Hi everybody, it's Jesse Barbosa. So, in St. Louis, a police officer was shot in the head and ultimately killed. He ended up dying at the hospital last night. And the officer was a black man. And what I want to say now is I want to ask LeBron James, Stephen A. Smith, Reverend Al Sharpton, Ben Crump, and all Alicia Keys, all the black celebrities and members of Black Lives Matter, where's your justice now? What justice do you want? What justice did that accomplish? Killing one of your own people, person of your own same race, a black officer who was just trying to do his job and protect and serve people. And then you're over here complaining about that there's no justice and you're frustrated as black people. How do you think that officer feels? How do you think that officer's family feels, knowing that he won't be with them anymore? He left behind a wife and 3 children, and they won't be able to see their father or their husband anymore ever again. How can you justify that? What justification is there in that? What justification can you say? How can you justify a police officer being killed? So if it was a black person who killed that police officer and that black person ends up getting arrested and or killed by the police, everyone's gonna be mad because they killed a black man. What about the justice for that black officer who was doing his job, protecting and serving, putting his life on the line, helping other people who was killed? Where's the justice for him and his family? Where's the justice for him? For his wife, for his children, for his mother, for his father? He is an officer. He is doing his job. He's putting his life on the line to protect and serve. And when it's the life of a black officer, Black Lives Matter aren't heard. They're quiet. They're mute. They're nowhere to be seen or found or heard from. They'd rather be unseen and unheard. Where's the justice for that little kid who was shot and killed by a black man because he was white? Where's Black Lives Matter for that? They're nowhere to be seen or found. How can you justify that? A man killing an innocent child just because of his skin color. Why aren't Black Lives Matter out on that? What justification do you want for them to say for that? How can they justify that? Explain how you want justification for that. Just explain it to me. Explain what justification there is in a man killing a child. Any man killing any child. So you want to say, oh, because the child was white and he was a black man and because of everything going on, he wanted to kill a white child? What justification is that? What justification is there in saying that white child deserved to lose his life because the man who shot him was black? And a black officer who like 3 weeks ago was attacked by a mob of Black Lives Matter protests. What about him? What about all the other black officers in America, in this country, that are protecting and serving and putting their lives on the line every single day to protect and serve their own people, and they're willing to do their job with integrity, and are willing to serve and protect and put their lives on the line and help people? Everyone wants to complain about them, but no one's thinking of the good they're doing. No one is talking about that at all. Because there are officers out there that are doing their job, they're serving and protecting the community, and serving and protecting people. But yet, when it's an officer of color, a black officer, who acts on his job and does his job and protects and serves and has to protect himself and has to do his job, it's unjust, it's racism, it's inequality. What qualifications do you think? Why do you think that just because an officer is an officer of color, that they need to not act accordingly to their job just because of their color and because the person they're doing with is a person of color? What sense does that make? An officer has to defend his or her life, and put his or her life on the line every single day of their life to protect and serve people in the world. They put their lives on the line. They risk their lives every single day. And yet, when they have to to take a life to protect and serve people and protect people who are a danger and a threat to themselves and to other innocent people, they're vilified for it. Now, the George Floyd incident was wrong. I'm not saying that. It was wrong, it was racism, it was police brutality, and there's no justification in any of that. But yet you hear a black officer shot and killed, black officers under attack, and a white child killed, and no one's talking about it. I don't like that. It's not right to me. It's unjustifiable. It's inexcusable. I mean, we're all human beings. We're all children of God. And we're all brothers and sisters in Christ. And we all need to feel the same way we feel about each other. If a human being is killed, we need to express the sadness of that human's family. And that victim, and that suspect, and that sick, evil person who killed a child, we need to pray for them and pray for their family. And we need to make it better for every single person in this country to live, and how to make the country better for us as people, as human beings, regardless of our skin color. I decided to make this video because it's like I've been feeling this like sadness and kind of depression like this morning and all like week, and I'm getting sick and tired of it. I mean, it's tiring. It's like no more of like when there's officers that are of color that are doing their job and that have to shoot to eliminate a threat. And that's another thing. People say all police departments and all police officers are trained to shoot to kill. Police officers are trained to shoot. They only are trained to eliminate a threat. They shoot to eliminate a threat to protect their life, the life of the person, the life of the suspect who is doing the shooting, and the innocent people who are going to be hit as bystanders or caught in the crossfire from the shooting. Their life is in danger. The officer's life, the suspect's life, and innocent people. So if a criminal has a gun, if a person has a gun, and they are a person of color, and the officer is a person of color, the officer has to do what they do. The officer has to act accordingly and professionally to protect his life, his or her life, the life of the suspect, and the life of innocent people, so their lives won't be taken. That's all I gotta say about that. If you like this video, to react to this video, click the like button down on the bottom, subscribe, and leave the comments in the comment section. Thank you all. God bless.